Okay, well, welcome to our next edition of the Aitken Aitken Cohn Staff Spotlight, and very happy to be interviewing Kathi Drinnenberg. She has been a staple of our firm for so long, and thank you, Kathi, for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Sure, my pleasure.
Appreciate that. So tell me what's your. I know you've been here a while. We'll talk about that. But what's your official job title right now?
My official job title is Executive Assistant to your dad, Wylie Aitken. And I've been doing that now, I think, probably about 3 years. That's been my title. So,
And when did you join our firm?
I joined your firm long ago, 1987, and I was 23 years old at the time. And actually, it's funny when I look back at that. Tatum, my daughter, also works here at the firm. And she is 23 years old right now. So I was as old as Tatum when I started here. So.
And I was a senior in high school, Kathi. So I was just graduating Servite High School.
Wow.
So tell me, back in 1987, how did you find us?
Back then, you looked in like the classified ads of the newspaper if you were looking for a job, or that's how I did it back then. So yes, there was an ad in the Orange County Register, and it said, office services clerk, filing, and I love to organize and file, and so it just seemed like a good fit, and that's how I found it.
So take us back. So what did our firm look like back then, back in the 80s? I mean, like, what do you remember about how we were structured, or anything you would like to share with us?
Well, we were at a different office building back then. We were at the SunWest Bank building, which is across the street from the courthouse. And it was a lot different back then. What I remember, a couple things I remember the most, Terry Aitken also worked at the firm as our case administrator. And I just remember he would have his door shut all the time. He was allowed to smoke in the office.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's something that has changed. I would open the door, he'd have his big square ashtray. So yeah, no more smoking in the building.
Why don't you take us through a little bit about like how you progress in the firm, and some of your favorite parts of your job that you like at Aitken Aitken Cohn?
Well, I started out, like I said, as office services clerk, and that was doing the filing for all of the cases, making the files. I would run local errands, pick up our mail. A big part of what I like to do is just the organization of the files and everything in the office. So
What's some of your favorite parts of your job? Let's take it now. What are some of the things that you enjoy the most?
overall, I really like the variety of my job. So it's not just sitting at a desk, doing strictly like legal secretary work. I get up, I get to interact with, everyone here at the office, not just under one person. So I really like that a lot. And I think from being here so long, I just have a very good understanding of how the office runs. So I'm able to help in all different kinds of areas.
Well, I think you and Deborah Miller have the greatest understanding how our office runs. I mean, tell me about like what are some of your favorite moments that you remember about being at our firm in the last? And that's a tough question because you've been with us so long. But what are some of your favorite moments that stand out to you?
Two things I'm proud of. Two projects that I worked on here at the firm. One was creating with your dad our trial notebook system and just developing that. And we started at the old office. I mean, developing it from the way the binders were, because they weren't normal binders, all the tabs, everything that went inside of it, the whole, I'll say, philosophy of why we are creating a trial notebook at the same time we're opening a case. So I'm super proud of that. And the other thing is when we moved here, back at the old office, that's what I remember too, was different. We didn't have our own law library. We had to like share it with some other attorneys on our floor. Moving to this new office, we had our own area for our own law library. Again, the organization of it, I worked with your dad on that, and everything is indexed. We came up with categories for all the different books. They're all color coded, so if someone pulls it out, you know where to put it back. And again, from start to finish of that project, just super proud of it because it's maintained today.
And yeah, Kathy, actually, I did work with you a little bit on kind of some of the organization of the law library and a trial notebook, by the way. It's such a standard what we have. I mean, that is literally the one resource, because every case we prepare for trial, and that's the one resource that every attorney has used.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, I guess, do you have any favorite moments about what you like as far as, I guess, the social aspect of the firm? I mean, it could be, I know we do different things on a yearly basis, at least we used to. Do you have some favorite memories as what you liked about doing with the firm socially?
The things that stand out to me is our tree trimming party, which is a tradition in this firm, where it's just us, the people in the office, and we trim our tree in our lobby and put on Christmas music. That's always fun. Our Christmas parties, here at the office usually they've been luncheons, the past several years. It's fun because those two things, and then like the angel game is a nice time that we all can just enjoy each other's company. I think we all work really hard here at the firm. And then it's just fun to kind of, enjoy those and they're fun.
A little bit more about you, Kathy. I mean, obviously, we've known each other for a long time, but what do you like to do when you're not at work?
When I'm not working, I enjoy baking. I don't like cooking, I like baking. I have a grandson who will be 3 next month, and he lives with me, so that's probably the joy of my life, at this moment, or the last 3 years. So I spend a lot of time with him when I'm not working. And during this COVID, I've taken up painting my house myself. So that's just been a fun thing that I enjoy doing. I find it very relaxing. So yes.
That's fantastic. Well, I tell you, I mean, 33 years. It's just, I mean, Kathy, what you meant to the firm. You're just really like one of the staples of our firm, and it's we really appreciate you. I want you to know that. I hope you do know that, and thank you for taking some of your time here to talk to us and know a little bit about you. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kathy.